I pondered on reviewing this movie because of its dark subject matter and undertones. But I remember being around when this movie came out and the controversy that it faced. But I think I am going to review it because it had a powerful story to tell. The movie received praise for being bold enough to put a true lens on 90s youth, shining a glimpse of their day-to-day lives, their struggles, their extracurricular activities that one might partake in, the fun, and this sort of coming-of-age movie. The movie got praise for being bold enough to put a true lens on 90s youth, shining a glimpse into their day-to-day lives, their struggles, the extracurricular activities one partakes in, the fun they have in this sort of coming-of-age movie. We also get our first appearance of Rosario Dawson. The movie was scolded for being dark, showing reckless youth being irresponsible with their lives. But I think whenever I hear criticism like that, it always makes me wonder, what the fuck were you doing in your youth? I think it's always a case of do as I say, not do as I do. But this movie is raw, gritty. I mean, most of the movie looks like a shot on a 90s camcorder. There's skateboards, 40s, blunts, pool hopping. But anyways, let me see if I can break this all down. This was written by Harmony Korine and directed by Larry Clark, on a budget of $1.5 million and grossing $20.4 million. Harmony Korine was 19 when he wrote this. What the fuck was I doing with my life? His infamous David Letterman interviews can be seen on YouTube. This movie's been described as Lord of the Flies with skateboards, hip-hop, and nitrous oxide. There isn't a moral reckoning, only an observational detachment. The premise is pretty simple. Our main star, Telly, expresses a desire to have sex with virgins. One of the girls he has had sex with finds out she has AIDS, so now she's trying to find Telly to tell him he has it just so he doesn't spread it to anybody else. This is set in 1994 New York. This movie to me is more of an exploration and observation of the days and lives of and the mind state of adolescence. I mean, I've been through similar situations, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that. This is more of a mirror reflection of my coming up more than a window to observe from. Life at this age is very fluid and opportunities are always arising, and maybe the best of life decisions aren't made on the fly. Trying to make your mark in the world and trying to get things right can be very complicated. Your friends can really get you through and help you figure things out, or they can offer you some of the worst fucking ideas humanly possible. But needless to say, drugs, alcohol, sex, and day-long hangouts are included in your growing process for a lot of us as teenagers. And that's what I really enjoyed about this movie. It paralleled my life and was a glimpse into my daily routine. When it came out, I enjoyed seeing people like me going through the things I went through, thinking and behaving as I did. Like I said, there's pool hopping, sex, blunt smoking, balloon popping, skating, all while addressing some serious topics and sketchy behavior. Now let's go over the good of the movie. There were a lot of acting debuts in this, and some of the most convincing and believable portrayals of characters. You also get to see skate legend Harold Hunter and Justin Pierce. R.I.P. to both of you. The realism of this movie is the strongest statement. The settings and events all seem organic and genuine. It feels like I'm watching actual people versus watching a bunch of actors portraying. This movie does show you a lot of extremes, but I like how it shows the ripple effect of just one action and the ramifications of those ripples. This movie is not woke nor politically correct, and I love it. Just pure storytelling, escapism, while still conveying a powerful message and allowing you to draw your own conclusions without preaching down your throat. So let's go over the bad of the movie. This movie deals with some heavy issues. Teen sex, teen drug abuse, rape, among the list of illegal activities this movie touches. But one thing I think the issues need to be addressed, and I'm proud of this movie for doing that. Picture quality isn't the greatest in this movie, and it looks like a low-budget 90s production. There are a few moments that drag on a tad bit, but overall the movie sticks with the direction it's trying to go in. A big highlight for me was being able to capture youth in their element. You could really call this a documentary with its realism, showing the daily operations of these kids, more than some actors portraying roles in a fictional film. These characters could be any one of us, and they are all of us. Harold Hunter, Zoo York, and the skate scene. The blunt rolling tutorial, that was a highlight for me. The way the film leaves you thinking about your decisions, interactions, and your circle of friends. It kind of shows you the choices that we make do have consequences. I give Kids a 3 out of 5. It's definitely a movie that will have you entertained, and it's definitely worth the watch. I laughed, I was engaged, and I enjoyed. Now that's entertainment. Thanks for watching. I hope I gave you a quality recommendation.